Hey, Nighthawks!
We're academic coaches at UNG,
and we spend our days in coaching conversations,
talking all about your success in college,
the tough moments, the little wins,
understanding your strengths and the skills you need to thrive.
We're here to share real coaching moments,
offer you practical strategies,
and simple steps that you can apply today.
We believe you have what it takes to succeed at UNG,
and we're cheering you on every step of the way.
This is Nighthawk Coach Talk. Welcome back to Nighthawk Coach Talk. I am Hannah England, your host, and I am here with Deanna Simons. Hey, Deanna.
Hello.
How are you doing again?
I'm good.
Welcome back. We're glad to have you. I know last time we chatted, you gave us the first 5 of your 10 online student success tips.
Yes.
And so we are back for the second 5.
Yes, I know everyone has been super excited to see what the last remaining 5 are, so here we are to deliver the good news.
I love it. I think that a lot of times we get to online classes and we're like, I don't know how to be successful because they're so different. Mm-hmm. Or we just think they're going to be as easy as in, not easy, but like
easier than in person. Yeah.
And so I think these are super helpful. So
yes, we're here to demyth that.
I love it. So let's dive in. We ended up with 5. So what is your 6th tip?
Yes, the 6th tip would be to set up a dedicated study space. So this is very important. Choose a quiet, distraction-free environment where you can focus consistently. It makes a huge difference in productivity. That space should not be on your bed where you can fall asleep studying like I did in college countless times and then making a somewhat okay grade on the test because I fell asleep trying to study with my study cards. So yes, setting up a designated space is a game changer. So online learning doesn't come with a built-in classroom environment. You have to create your own. So this can help you separate school from home life. It improves concentration and it builds a productive routine, all of which can help you stay on track in your online courses. So choose a space with minimal distractions. Make it a school-only zone. Keep it organized and ready to go. So that could be, Post-it notes, Sharpie pens, just whatever you need to help yourself stay organized, and then prioritize comfort, but not too much, like maybe a nice comfy chair and not a nice comfy bed, yes. Something like that. Limit your digital distractions, so try to silence your phone, and maybe play, music or something, but minimal, maybe like down low, Yes. And ensure strong internet and proper lighting as well. Yes. So you're definitely going to want an internet connection. I remember there was one time a student called me. They were taking an exam through Respondus lockdown browser. And he's like, oh, it's not working. And I was like, well, what's happening? He's like, it's a blank screen. He's like, well, it could be because I don't have any internet. And I'm like, okay, yeah. For step 1, like if you're taking an online exam, you're going to need a stable internet connection. And step 2 is don't skip step 1. Yes. Like you're going to need that first. So like I can do a lot of things, but I can't fix your internet connection. So
yes.
Make sure that you have that.
Yes. Oh my goodness. And I was thinking even with like your setup space, like having your water and a snack too.
Ooh, yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. Let me get up and get a snack. And I don't need to. I need to sit down and keep working. And if I need a snack, it's right there for me.
And then maybe once you get an assignment in, you can reward yourself like your little Labrador puppy. Like, oh, I get this M&M or I get this trail mix or something. Yeah.
I literally remember like putting like jelly beans on my textbook.
Oh my gosh. My math tutor used to do that, but it was Skittles because I loved like the sour Skittles. So she'd be like, you want to...
It's like next up, you did.
Kind of sad, but whatever works.
Whatever you have
Food
to do to
is a great reward.
Very much so. And keep that water on hand always.
Yes. So you can wash down all the Skittles.
I love it. So create your study space, create your classroom space.
Yes.
Love it.
Designated space. So.
What is number 7?
Okay, arguably this is the most important one, but 7 it is. Communicate with your instructor.
Oh my goodness, yes.
That is so important because it's not the traditional environment where you have a question and you can raise your hand in class. Like you have to be proactive and you have to communicate with your instructor. So if you're confused about an assignment, you need to email your professor early. And that takes time at the beginning of the semester. But I wouldn't say email them about something that's due at the end if you're at the beginning. Like I would say as it goes along, like as the deadline is approaching. But then again, don't wait until 10 minutes before it's due to email them either. So it is a healthy balance there. So yes, reaching out proactively, and then in online learning, communication replaces the natural interaction that does happen in the classroom. So students who reach out early and communicate clearly are better able to clarify the expectations for the course, and then which results in doing well on the assignment. And it also helps them stay engaged in class. So like we said, ask questions early, not at the last minute. Be specific in your questions. Use professional communication. What's up, bro, is not professional communication. I've had some students be very
Casual.
I've had them be kind of aggressive.
Oh.
In which I, as the instructor, in a very ChatGPT way, sometimes I have to figure out a way to respond to that and just say, okay, in this setting, you do need to be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
Dear Professor so-and-so. And then in your, especially if you're communicating via campus email, list your course information, the subject, the course number, the course section. So this instructor is probably teaching 7 sections of the same class. They don't know who you are. Like having that identifying information so they know, okay, this is my online, 1 GB course. Let me go in there and see what's going on is very helpful for the instructor. And it also shows that you took the time, to have that information readily available to them and communicate in a professional way. Check the syllabus and course materials first.
Yes.
I know the syllabus states this, however, I want a clarification on this. That way they know, because there are some instructors who are like, just check the syllabus, because they want you to be proactive, and have, and self-directed. So that's important as well. Follow up appropriately if needed. So the typical turnaround time is give instructors 24 hours throughout the week. If you sent an email 15 minutes ago, don't expect a response right away. This goes along with planning ahead of time as well.
Yes.
If you're contacting your instructor about something very important that you don't understand on an assignment, and it's the day that it is due, that's on you. You really should have tried to contact them sooner, and hopefully with a wish upon a wishing star, they'll respond in time. Maybe they will. I do teach, actually American Government Online through eCore and through UNG. If anyone wants to enroll in my course, I would say I'm a pretty good instructor. But I do try to be active in the class, or at least logged in case there's any questions, the day an assignment's due. That unfortunately isn't always the case, but a lot of times if they email me via the external email and not through D2L, I'll see it. And so I would say in case of emergencies, do that, because I actually had a student do that over the weekend, and I did respond to her.
Okay.
And, so she got her answer. But but not waiting till the last minute to ask those questions is very, very important. So communication.
Absolutely. Yeah. That is, number one. Even for in-person classes, communication is so important. I feel like that goes across the board.
Yeah, across the board, but for sure in online.
Well, and I think also even reaching out at the beginning of the semester, if your professor has an optional check-in session, or just saying, hey, I'm so excited to be in your class, making that personal connection, I feel like can go a long way with an online class.
And each instructor, I'm glad you said that, because each instructor on the syllabus should have designated office hours listed. It is a requirement for instructors, so it's at least 2 hours throughout the week where they're available for questions should you need an appointment.
Yeah, so even just popping in to just say, hey, I'm excited to be in your class. I know that might be silly, but make that personal connection. It makes the class feel a little more real. Yeah,
and I have had students do that where they'll send me an email separately at the beginning saying, "Hey, I'm excited to take your class," or at the end they'll say, "Oh, thank you so much. This was so great." And I'm like, "Yeah,
it makes you feel good.
It was, wasn't it? This was a good time." So it is nice when students take the time to initiate that communication, and it makes it feel more personable. And then I don't know how many UNG online instructors do, but I know with eCore, they encourage instructors to do videos, introduction videos. Yes. So I enjoy doing that as well. And then just kind of having check-ins throughout the semester so you can see I'm not AI, I am real. Yes. I'm here, and I'm here for you. And just so they can put a face to the name and see the personality, the character, and all the things. So. Yeah.
And it also makes it easier to ask for help later. If you do get into a situation where something happens, and a lot of times we're scared to talk to the professors, especially if we've never seen them before. So if you already have that connection, it makes it easier to be like, hey, I'm really struggling with this. Can you help me with this, and this? And
yes,
makes it easier.
And I'm 100% willing to work with a student more if they, hey, my daughter's in the hospital. Here's the paperwork. I know this assignment is due tomorrow. Is it okay if I get an extension? Absolutely. We are not heartless. This is not, this is at least for me, this is American government. I mean, it's important, and you need to say, like, hold yourself accountable. But life happens.
Yes.
And a lot of times instructors are not these heartless, human beings that are not gonna be considerate and understanding of your situation. A lot of times, as long as you communicate and you don't say that happened,
12 times.
Yeah, or it happened, 2 months ago, and you're just now emailing me. Like, I get I'm not your top priority, but maybe the 2 days instead of 2 months, it's a healthy balance.
Yeah,
there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so we are on number 8.
Oh, 8. Yeah, we are on 8. I was like, wait a minute. Yes. Okay, so this is an important one. Use available support resources. So it is different, of course, for UNG and then for eCore classes. So for UNG, you're going to want to contact UNG Online at UNG.edu. That's UNG Online at UNG.edu.
Yes.
And for technical help, it's our DETI inbox. So that's DETI at UNG.edu. So we help. I did primarily for a while, I called myself the Timu version of IT, where I would I promise I'm going to troubleshoot to the best of my ability. And before I'd have to pass it on to one of our instructional technologists, but we would help with situations where if an assignment isn't submitting correctly, like maybe the file isn't correct, or you can't find some course content in D2L for a class. And this is across the board. This is not limited to just UNG online courses. So if you're in an in-person or UNG online class, you have an issue with Respondus Lockdown Browser, ProctorU, HonorLock. Those are all things that our office helps assist students with and will help troubleshoot or help direct you to the correct person to get help with. And then for eCore, where's that at? That is just general, the eCore help desk. So they've got a telephone number. They've got specific for issues within your course, and then they have a specific one for testing as well. So that's on the eCore webpage. And then another support resource that we have that we are trying to get all students that take online courses to take the Smarter Measure assessment. So this is a web-based non-graded assessment, and it evaluates your readiness for online courses by measuring skills and habits that are linked to success. So it takes about 30 to 45 minutes of your life. So it's not too bad. It's like an episode of maybe that show you were talking about earlier. I love it. Maybe you could watch the show and take the assessment at the same time. I don't know. Multitask. So it assesses areas such as time management and motivation, technical and computer skills, reading and typing ability, learning styles, life factors. So like work schedule, support systems. And so after you complete it, you do receive a personalized report, and it highlights your strengths and areas for improvement, along with strategies and resources to help you succeed. That. So that is a good way for you. Like, you might say, oh, yeah, I'm really good at technology. But then when you answer the questions, it's like 20% is like, maybe not. Maybe you're not so good. Maybe not as good as you thought you were. So, yeah, it's just a good way for you to just assess where you're at, and if online would be appropriate.
Yeah. I'd heard of Smarter Measure, but I honestly didn't know exactly what it was. So that's super helpful.
I can send you the link and you can take it.
I would love to take
great?
it.
And then we can assess your results together.
Oh my gosh, we should talk about that. Next podcast
top
episode.
Priority.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. Things to look forward to.
You can tell she's so excited to talk to me about my Smarter Measure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Over lunch.
I was about to say over lunch.
As long as lunch is involved. There's got to be food.
Yes.
I'll do anything for food.
Same. Oh my goodness. Okay, number 9.
Yes. Okay. This is a big one. Be prepared for technology requirements. So all courses, regardless of whether it's eCore or UNG, they usually have some form of proctored component. So that's either like a proctored exam, typically a video recording, something like we have to verify your identity. And a lot of times you do have to submit identification in the form of a government-issued photo ID, a passport, something like that. that is an appropriate form of identification. A selfie is not. That tells me nothing. I need to see your name, like who you are. I had a student submit a selfie once, and I was like,
"Don't you see?
You're beautiful. This is great. Like, but I don't need this. I need something that tells me your name and who you are."
That makes sense.
That's what. And you can always edit out like your personal identifying information, such as your address or something like that. If you don't want people, your professor to see that. So, yes. Using a reliable computer and internet connection, keep your browser and software up to date. That just goes in general, not just for whenever you're taking tests online, just in general for online courses. Check course-specific technology requirements early. A lot of times, especially in eCore classes, they do have like a practice exam, which is wonderful. Practice makes perfect. Take that practice exam. It's usually open all throughout the semester, and it helps test your equipment. The last thing on the planet you want to do is try and test your equipment 2 minutes before your exam begins, and everything is just failing, and you're crying, and we don't want that. Like we want it to be nice and seamless and simple, and you're just simply logging in and completing your exam. So be sure to do that, and then this tip: prepare in advance for proctored exams. So a working webcam and microphone, a quiet private testing environment. You cannot be out in the lobby of the library with everyone else around. It has to be a private room. They will tell you no, and they'll make you reschedule, so we don't want any of that. We don't want to have to pay again. None of that. The identity verification component, so having that student ID, government-issued photo ID, et cetera, so on. The installation of the proctoring software, and all of this varies depending on what proctoring platform that you're in. So that's why it's important to check your syllabus and figure out what that looks like for you. And then, test your equipment through the proctoring service ahead of time and allow extra time for technical setup, especially the day of the exam. Even if you've already tested your equipment, allow, I would say, at least 30 minutes just to test everything right before. Because I've had students, I was working just fine last night, and now all of a sudden, maybe their computer needed to do like a software, an update, or maybe there was like an antivirus that expired. And now it's like impacting their ability to be able to get into the exam of all times for that to be happening. It's happening now. And so it's just trying to like debunk all that.
Yes. And that's even a good practice. Like we scheduled extra time today for our conversation just in case. You never know what technology wants to do, so
exactly,
put in that extra time.
It'll pay off, and your sanity will be saved. Yes,
for sure. Reward yourself if it didn't take that long. You can go get ice cream. Or something.
Exactly, with food. Nonetheless, it must be with
another food.
Yes. And then back up your work regularly. I learned that the hard way in college, freshman year at Piedmont, when I wrote a paper, and I think I accidentally, it got like sucked into a black hole. I don't know where it went, and I had to rewrite the entire thing because I did not back it up.
Oh, my goodness.
And so I think I had saved it on a hard drive. Okay. That's what it was, and I lost the hard drive. I don't know where it went. It was just like,
oh my goodness.
And so I did. I had to rewrite. So that was I was like, never again. I'm going to use like Google Doc. I'm going to use something where it's going to save into the cloud gods are going to save my assignment, so I do not have to redo this. Yep. So yes, backing your work up is very, very important. Knowing where it's at, having like folders for each class, so it's not just like lost in the sea of Word documents.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I've done that before. Yes. Like where, and then I've had to redo an assignment because I had it saved as something else. Don't be me.
No, my Google Drive is perfectly organized. My OneDrive. It's a black hole.
You're like, oh God. You just have to like search.
Yes, like one of these
keywords. And then everything's like popping up. Like, God. I don't know what to say it is. Yeah.
So whatever system you use, stick to it and make sure it's organized.
Yes, exactly. This will help. Okay. And then, know where to go for technical help. For UNG Online, it's our department. And then for eCore, it's their information is listed on their webpage for their technical and customer service support.
Perfect. Yes. Love it. All right, that was number 10.
No, we're on. That was 9.
That was 9.
There was one more. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, yes. Don't deprive me of my last
I'm so sorry. I'm jumping ahead. Oh my goodness. I was like so ready to wrap up. Be like, we got our 10.
All right. No,
number 10.
I
don't know where I'm at.
Okay.
Last one.
Okay, yes. All right. So stay motivated and consistent.
That's a good one.
Break your larger goal, so passing the course, earning a degree, into smaller achievable milestones. Sometimes if you just let life like overtake, you're just like, I can't do it. I can't take another step. Like it's all too much take it a day, or if you're me, take it literally a second at a time. That's where I'm at in my life right now. Every second.
That's okay.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just going to be that way. So you can complete weekly modules or improve a specific skill. Those are examples of achievable smaller goals. So clear goals give you a direction and something to work toward each week. So let them be realistic. You know, you're not going to move mountains. Rome was not built in a day. So just very realistic goals. Create a routine and stick to it. Track your progress, because I don't know if there's anything more satisfying than writing something down on a sticky note and being able to rip it up when you're done. I love it. It's just flying everywhere, and it's just like glorious.
It is wonderful.
It's just victory's mine. So do that, and maybe you're just covered in sticky notes by the end of the day because all the progress that you've made.
Absolutely.
So that would be
I love that.
Yeah. It's not that I know from experience. It's fine. Reward yourself for progress. Food. If we've not mentioned, I love
might
food.
as well.
Like, it's just like ice cream or I don't know, something like that. And I read something somewhere where it's like, we're not dogs. We don't, it's like, but technically we are animals.
We are.
Food is a very good reward for me.
Is,
so,
me
but
too.
whatever that looks like for you, maybe it's a walk. Yeah.
Walk outside.
It doesn't have to be food.
Yes,
but
whatever.
For normal people. It is. Anyway, okay. Stay connected to your why.
Oh, yes.
So remind yourself why you enrolled in this course for advancing your career, earning your degree, gaining new skills, whatever that reason is, and that will help you get through that class for sure.
Absolutely. Your why. Why are you here? Why are you in that class? What do you want to do when you grow up?
And you may not have the answer to that.
That's true.
But that's okay too. Like we're all just kind of figuring out. I still don't know what I be when I grow up.
I don't think anybody does.
Yeah.
Like, we're still going.
I don't think you ever really grow up. So.
I would agree with that. Yeah. Awesome. Well, now we are at 10. We've hit our 10.
We have hit it. Yes.
So just to do a quick little review, and oh my gosh, I'm going to have to bring up my notes because obviously I was not where we were. So number 6 was setting up your dedicated space to study, not on your bed, limit distractions, be prepared with all the things you might need. Number 7, communicating with your instructors. I know we talked a little bit about that last time, but communicating, checking in, if something's going on, letting them know so that they're aware and they can work with you as much as possible. Number 8 was using support resources. So DEDI, UNG Online, eCore Help Desk, so many support services ready to help you. And then number 9, being prepared for tech issues or tech hiccups. They happen all the time. And so being prepared for those. And then number 10, last but not least, staying motivated and celebrating that motivation.
Yes.
Because college is hard. Life is hard. But college is hard. And you deserve to celebrate every little success that you have. So.
Yes, and especially when you're balancing working, because a lot of our students do, whether they're online. We get it more so with online because of the flexibility.
True.
But we have a lot of full-time people, and it's hard having to move basically from one job to the other. If you look at this as a job.
Yeah. Which it is.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. So be proud of yourself too. Like encourage your motivation. Be proud. Find people who are going to support you because that's really important. Awesome. So just to finish up with our last of the tips, do you have any like final takeaways, final advice to any student, whether they're UNG online or just taking any online classes?
Well, yes, I do.
Oh my gosh, you're ready to go.
I'm ready to go for this one. Okay. Yes, so success in UNG Online and eCore courses depends on your ability to be organized, proactive, and self-disciplined. So unlike traditional classes, online learning requires you to take ownership of your time, stay engaged with course materials, and consistently manage your responsibilities without daily in-person reminders. So by logging in frequently, understanding your course platform, using a weekly schedule, preparing for technology requirements, staying ahead of deadlines, you create a structure that supports your specific learning. Setting up a dedicated study space, staying motivated, and taking advantage of resources like Smarter Measure and academic support services further strengthen your ability to succeed in your online courses. So ultimately, online learning rewards students who are intentional with their time, consistent in their habits, and willing to take initiative. When you apply these strategies you position yourself not only to complete your courses successfully, but to build skills that will benefit you throughout your academic and professional career.
I love it. Yes, that was so beautifully said. And we are here to support you.
Yes.
We want you to be successful. Always. Literally, our doors are always open. Emails are always open. So please.
Students first, always.
Yes. Students first, always. And yeah, so thank you so much for being with us today and sharing all of your wonderful knowledge of online student success.
It's been a pleasure. It's been a lot of fun.
Yes, it has been so much fun.
Yeah.
We're lucky to have you.
Thank you so much.
Yes. All right. Bye, y'all.
Thank
Have a good
you.
one.
Go Nighthawks.